we go. What's up, ladies and gents? Hope you're doing well. Yes, you see the title. You see the screen. Your boy Big Cloud's here. What's up? We got to talk. What's going on? Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's up, man? What's going on? Let me close this. So, let the room fill in as we get into this topic, and we get into this. All right, shout out to everybody. I see you. What's up, Donald? First one was in here. What's up, brother? What's up, Ice Queen? I see you, Dark Link, Star Guardian. What's in here? Mass Produce. What's up, brother? Ghost. Shout out to y'all. What's going on? You know, oh, Lord. This has been a very eventful week. I would say that, right? We got insiders getting busted. 1 second. Let me turn that on. We got insiders legit getting busted, right? We got, wow. We got problems getting removed, finally. But here's the wild part about this. You know, as people join in, I'm gonna get right into this right now. And for those of you wondering what this isn't a normal stream. Oh no, I'm about to go off today because somehow, somewhere, G4 thinks that removing this woman is somehow going to fix the problems that they already set themselves with. And somehow G4 thinks that this is going to automatically make the 400,000 people who probably subscribed, they're probably still subscribed to G4TV, all of a sudden want to go and tune in. No, it's going to take a few more things than just you removing this woman from your payroll. It's going to take an apology, because you owe a lot of apologies to the very community that this network is supposed to be catered to, okay? I need a lot of this stuff to happen overnight. I mean, dead ass, if you really want this network to survive. So you have a golden opportunity to fix this. But it starts with some tweets. You know what I'm saying? It starts by addressing what you've done. Now, for those of you that don't know what G4 is and why I was even excited for G4 to come back in the beginning, G4 was on cable networks back in the day, before we had IGN, before we had Game Informer, right? Before we had PSU, before we had PlayStation Informer, or whatever the hell that thing's called, I forgot what it's called. But before we had all these outlets, basically, I'm trying to get to you, we had G4TV as the #1 outlet to go to when it came for gaming news, tech reviews, cheats and walkthroughs, right? And everything else of that nature. It even had, other stuff that they knew gamers would watch and tune into. Who remembers Ninja Warrior, the original? Who remembers the International Sexy Women show where they did that for for the guys? They had Unbeatable Bazooka. They had all of the crazy shows on G4. That was made for us, okay? It catered to us. Had everything that you could possibly want on that particular network. So the fact that we're here, and when this news came out that they were going to come back, the first thing I asked, y'all remember this, y'all can quote me, it's up on the video. I said it. I was okay, cool. Adam Sess was coming back. Is Morgan Webb? That's the first thing I said. Is Morgan Webb coming back? Is Olivia Munn coming back? The answer was simple. No. We got no's from both of them, right? Kristen Holt. I already knew Kristen Holt wasn't going to come back. I'm going to tell you why. Because let's face it, nobody goes into a GameSpot or nobody goes into GameStop or none of these games, particular places for cheat codes. They go to YouTube and find the cheats. They go to other websites that dedicate themselves to it, right? So they don't. So she obviously wasn't going to come back, obviously, right? Attack on the Show. We knew Attack on the Show, if it did come back in some particular form, wasn't going to be the same without Olivia Munn. And I always forget the other guy's name. I feel bad for thinking about it because he was good too. But still, she didn't come back. He didn't come back. It wasn't going to be the same. And then you look at X-Play. X-Play was supposed to be our review show, right? The 5 out of 5s, the 4 out of 5s, the 3 out of 5s. It's not even. Thank you, Kevin Pereira. That's his name. That's not even here. Or that's not even the same. What do we get? We got Adam Sessler. Now, When Adam Sessler first came out here, I'm thinking he's passing the torch, right? He's got these new influencer type YouTubers on the stage. So I'm thinking maybe he's passing the torch. Maybe this is like him leaving a legacy, like him passing on. So I wanted to give it a chance, right? I didn't say much about this because I didn't really care as much. I was like, okay, you know, you got the Black Hokage, a.k.a. Modern War Negro, who I used to watch back. I used to play Call of Duty, like, exclusively. He's on there. Right, you got all these other influencers on it. I'm like, okay, cool. You got a nice little cast. Maybe this is going to be good, right? It took one show. One show. And mind you, this woman has already been on record. For those of you that don't know how deep this woman's hatred for PlayStation goes, go watch the Game Awards where God of War won Game of the Year and Red Dead Redemption got everything else. Go back and watch the Game Awards. You will find legit archive footage of this woman getting on camera saying, yeah, God of War sucked. Shouldn't have won. It should have been Red Dead 2. I stand by it. Whatever. You know, hate me. And walks off. So they thought logically, okay, you know what? This woman, she's going to be a nice pick to add to our roster. Number one, she doesn't know anything about the industry. Okay? She doesn't know jack shit about PlayStation games. Number two, she doesn't know jack shit about what is on what platform. Number three, this woman is tone deaf. And number four, she clearly had an agenda. The only reason this woman joined this particular network is because she had an agenda. She wanted to legit go on here and come across as like this, like, oh, I know it all type of thing, right? And she wanted to piss everybody off. That's the real reason why she signed on the G4. She did not give a damn about that network. And her actions proved it. Here's why. So obviously, the infamous rant she went on. No, I'm not going to play it because I'm not giving these dudes any clout for coming off of me for something like this. I'm not even going to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and flat out say it. When she flat out said, what was it? What was that? This shit. When she said that Hogwarts Legacy was exclusive to Xbox, like Xbox was going to destroy PlayStation. Everybody called her out on this in the chat. And the funny thing about it, nobody was being over the top aggressive towards her. You feel me? Nobody was being crazy towards her. Nobody. So you see all this stuff happening. You see everybody being logical, saying, hey, listen, yeah, you're making a good point, but guess what? That game is not exclusive. What does she do, y'all? She stops the entire conversation and directs this conversation to damn sexism in gaming, as if anybody is being sexist towards this woman and that has anything to do with what she's talking about or what we're talking about in the chat. And then this whole thing turns into one of the biggest PR disasters for that particular, for G4 as it is. You know, it's wild. I don't know what exactly is work. Like, I'm seeing it, like, it's fun. I'm seeing stuff similar with AEW, like with the CM Punk thing, but still, that's another story by itself. I'm looking at this PR nightmare that's happening in front of us. She's like, oh, yeah. Women don't exist to be easy on the eyes for you, right? G4TV doesn't cater to you because women are not meant to be sexy on this show. And you got Adam Sessler on the right side of her on this TV clapping. And I'm sitting here going, when I'm listening to this, now granted, she's got a point. She's got a point. I think we all can agree. We've all seen some shady stuff in this particular industry, right? I don't even need to go through YouTubers that we've seen and stuff when it comes to women. I don't need to mention no names, but I think you guys already know who I'm talking about. We ain't about to go down that road. That's a different story. We know there's been some shaky stuff in this community when it comes to how dudes be acting towards women. You feel me? I ain't gonna act like she wrong there. She right there. There's been some weirdos out here, right? What's up, MV-Dub? But besides that, right? Besides that, let's move this on to here. You got Adam Sessler out here acting like, yeah, G4TV's hands are clean. He's clapping. He's like, yeah. You know, women, you know, this is definitely the case. You're right. You tell him, Frost. Remember that? That was the whole thing. Tell him, Frost. Like, educate him, Frost. You know, women are meant to be sexualized, right? Meanwhile, if I was to go back to the OG clips of G4, wasn't Olivia Munn twerking in a few of those videos on a few shows? Wasn't Olivia Munn dressed up as Wonder Woman talking about her vagina? Hell, if you go on Twitter, there's a gif of Olivia Munn with a bunch of hot dogs in her mouth. Do I need to continue? Do I really need to continue right now? Do I really need to continue right now about G4 and how different G4 was of old compared to the new? Let's keep it a buck. G4 is the last outlet on here. They just act like they were not over-sexualizing women or didn't have anything related to women. Hell, the International Sexy Ladies show showed nothing but women in damn lingerie and fucking skin-tight, like, animal outfits and shit sneaking around. But, hey, it's not about sexualizing women, though, right? Right? Oh, and my personal favorite that Olivia Munn did. Who remembers when the electronics first came out and they debuted them on Attack of the Show, right? Like during the launch. Remember when the PS3 came out? She started licking the console. She started licking the iPhones and all that stuff, sucking on the iPhones or whatever. Yeah, remember that? And then they put it on eBay. But hey, we're not sexualizing women, right? Women are not objects, right? To sell stuff, right? Anyway, besides that, Adam Sessler's clapping up the storm, right? He's clapping up the storm. He's like, yeah, I'm proud of Frost. I'm happy to work with Frost. And then you add social media into this. Oh, shit. Sorry. You got social media being added to this. Social media is like, yeah, you know, some people are on her side. She blows up off of it because there is some truth to what she says. But the reality is that's not what ultimately led to the situation. And you would think that all these dudes that's on this panel that are tone deaf and don't want to listen and don't want to check her would actually jump up and say, yeah, listen, that's not what he was saying in the chat. Nobody did. They let this go over. They let it continue. I'm thinking it's over, right? What's up? What's up, Mo? I see you, bro. But I'm thinking it's over. So I thought we were washing our hands on it, right? What does she do next, guys? Come on, y'all already know. What does she do next? She goes on social media and arguably one of the dumbest tweets. I mean, there's so many dumb tweets, but this is arguably like top 3 dumb tweets she put out here. It was the one with Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox. Who remembers that tweet? You guys remember? When she put her face on Machine Gun Kelly's body and she said, yeah, I'll drink blood from all your orifices. But I thought women are not symbols, not sexualized, or not supposed to be sexualized. But hey, let's do this. Let's do this. Right? I thought women weren't supposed to be sexualized and looked at as sexual objects, but here you are telling us you'll drain blood from this woman everywhere. Like, come on, bro. Really? Anyway, that right there got more traction for her. People started coming at her. And the funny thing is, people started to wake up after that tweet. And again, I actually had an idea for this woman. Y'all might call me crazy, but after the David Jaffe conversation, and David Jaffe brought up a good point when he was talking to Adam Sessler, and I actually got to talk to Adam Sessler because of Jaffe. Shout out to Jaffe. But he brought up a good point. If I'm Frost, like if I'm legit G4, and I see what Frost did at the beginning with the whole calling out sexism thing, I would have treated that like a WWE type of vibe where I become a heel. You know what I mean? And you turn that negative into some kind of a positive. You played it off like a character on the show. This woman, however, was not down to play ball. This woman went into this for herself, and she clearly did not care for the well-being of that network. She legit wanted that network to fail from the very start. She did not care. She didn't want to play ball. She came in there with her own agenda. She came in there with, I like Xbox. Xbox is this. Xbox is that. Guess what? This PlayStation sucks. PlayStation doesn't give me free shit. So you know what? I'm done with PlayStation. That's her vibe with the whole thing. You could tell it was the whole thing. I'm like, If I'm G4, I'm telling you to play that character up so that way it becomes off different and it actually helps the show because, you know, think about it. A PlayStation game comes out, you could have had like a little gimmick here. Yeah, PlayStation games are coming out. PlayStation games suck, so I'm giving trash reviews. And people would expect that. It wouldn't be fucking trash, right? No. This woman, every chance she got, whether it be Last of Us. Yes, I spoke my mind, the Last of Us remake. No, I didn't buy it. But you know what this woman did? This woman bought Last of Us remake, or she got the review code for it, played it, and was like, yeah, those are hours of my life I can't get back. Just find a way to shit on PlayStation every chance you can. Again, I find it too funny how this woman tries so hard to act like she's not. She doesn't have an agenda. Then it goes even further. And this is where this is the tweet that broke the internet. obviously, you guys already know the situation involving the layoffs at G4, right? G4 had about, 1,000 employees, something like that. Somebody correct me. It's like 1,000 employees laid off at the network. She puts out this tweet. And again, we talked about this on RGT last show. If you guys missed it, go check that out. But we talked about it on RGT. Oh, my God. I can't believe this happened immediately afterwards, but still. She puts out this tweet. It was like, yeah, I survived, y'all. I survived. Yeah, let's play some games. After thousands of employees got fired. And mind you, these thousands of employees are the very employees that she was bigging up in that little rant she did over the Hogwarts Legacy thing. Remember, she said, you, that person are passionate about what they do here. We do this for you, right? If you're passionate about it and you do it for us, quote unquote, why the fuck are you throwing them under the bus and saying, yo, I got my job and you don't? Again, this woman lives for a reaction. She lives to piss people off. She lived to kill that fucking network. Now, where she goes now, I honestly don't give a shit. I honestly don't give a shit where she goes. I honestly don't. If she ends up in another company, then God help him. But as far as anything related to this woman, whether it be esports related, I won't be watching that shit. I don't know about you guys. I ain't watching that shit. I ain't watching none of that shit. I'm sitting right here in this goddamn chair. I'm going to watch shit that need to be watched. But I find it weird that this woman thought that was such a good idea and that shit was going to fucking translate in some... it felt like she was trying to be edgy, low-key. Y'all notice that? Like, it felt like she was legit trying to be edgy. Like, yeah, see? You can't get rid of me, y'all. I'm on another level. I leveled up to this level. You guys are not on this level. You can't affect me type of shit. And then she gets hit with the fucking reality. You are expendable. Absolutely expendable. Ain't nobody bowing down to no fucking Frosk in 2022. Who's bowing down to Frosk? Matter of fact, let's keep it a buck. Put ones in the chat if you give two shits about fucking Frosk's opinion in 2022. Do you give a shit about her opinion? Put two if you don't give a shit about her opinion. Let's see it in the chat. Never supported her, never will. I get you. If you want to expose a hypocrite, call their bluff. Exactly. But ain't never heard of Schroeders to the G4 reboot camp. That's the thing too. Exactly. I did not. Like, I don't even follow a lot of this G4 stuff, or I don't follow a lot of this esports like stuff like that. There are only two women that I do follow in that particular category. There's two. And ironically, one's been on this show multiple times. Y'all know who that is. That's Kate Yeager. Good people right there. I support her, everything she does. She's amazing, right? Kate Yeager is a real one. I highly recommend you all support Kate Yeager. Yes, she's an Xbox. She's part of Xbox's freelance, but I really do recommend her. She knows what she's doing. Look up Kate Yeager. That's one, okay? And the other one that I would say is Parallax Stella. Parallax Stella actually knows what she's talking about when it comes to Apex. She knows what she's talking about. She covers that as well. Both of them are really good in what they do. Frosk, I can't even comment on Frosk because I don't watch Frost long. I haven't watched Frost long enough to actually care about what this woman did. Yeah, I don't care like what she did in the past. But going back to this, it's like, okay, they got rid of her, right? And let's say dudes try to spin this and say, see, we listen to y'all. We value your feedback. This is where it falls flat on G4's face. And this is where y'all just, we lose them all together, right? Let's say they do put out a tweet today after this whole thing is done, right? Like, hey, Frost is done, right? Yeah, we did it because we value you guys' feedback. We don't like negativity, right? If you don't like fucking negativity, don't you think you would have removed her after the first fucking outburst? Or better yet, don't you think you would have removed her immediately after that dumbass fucking distasteful fucking post regarding the employees? Cut the cap. Like, cut the bullshit. You don't give a shit. You never gave a shit. This network did not exist to bring back those OG fills. That's the real reason I wanted G4 to come back. I wanted those OG fucking fills. I wanted stuff to be back. But guess what? We're in a new generation. And the funny thing is, we don't need G4 in 2022. We're at a point now where G4 as a whole is expendable. Just like E3, as much as it hurts me to say this, is expendable. We don't need neither one to get information, updates on anything. You know what I'm saying? We don't need them for nothing. So The fact that they thought, or they might think, that this is going to change something is hilarious to me. It's not going to change a goddamn thing. The damage is done. It is a wrap. It's exactly. YouTube is the new G4. So I don't know, man. I find it wild. You want news, you can get it from anybody. You can get it from any random YouTuber. You can get it from IGN. You can get it from multiple outlets. You want gameplay previews? Guess what? There are legit game channels that do nothing but gameplays you can go to. You want walkthroughs and guides and stuff like that? You can go to YouTube channels, content creators for this stuff. Power picks. You can go to stuff like that for this. You don't need G4 for shit. So the fact that they even thought they was going to get away with this is hilarious to me. What the? Yeah, a little too fucking late to let her go now, wouldn't you say? Way to go. You killed something that was a big part of our childhood. You killed something that inspired a lot of us to either get into this industry, to do YouTube, to cover news, to cover videos, to do walkthroughs, to play games live on the channel, right? You killed the very network that inspired all of us to come here and do what the fuck we do here on a regular. Congratulations. Congratulations. Was it worth it? Absolutely not. It was not worth it. Who's the fucking idiot who's holding the L? You. Is it us? No, we don't give a shit. We don't need fucking G4 for news. Hey, anybody in this chat telling me they go to G4 for fucking news is capping. They know damn well they don't go to damn G4 for no news. But guess what? Ain't nobody gonna say that. Tell you why? Because they don't go to fucking G4 for news. They go to IGN. They go to everybody else to fucking news. They don't need this shit. This shit's funny. Black Hokage, and people call Black Hokage SL. I see you, Jay. I call him SL. I'm not even hating on Black Hokage. I see what he did. He went for the bag. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? He went for the bag. Hey, listen, he bettered his life. He went for the bag, okay? But let's not sit here and act like Black Hokage some damn saint when we got archive footage of him going off on women. Hey, women are not sexualized, but they brought out them old videos. That didn't last long. That did it. Hey, yo, listen, man. Dudes try too much, man. Dudes legit try way too much to put on that front. Way too goddamn much. And listen, y'all can do that. Y'all can chill. Y'all can accept it. It's all good. I ain't gonna sit here and cap for you. You know what I'm saying? But wow. 30 years on the internet, never heard of them. Bro, I'm like, who? Most of these YouTubers, I'm dead ass. Most of these dudes who they signed to G4, that was my first time ever seeing them, and I did not know who the fuck they were. I did not know. I only recognized like two people, too. One was Black Hokage for obvious reasons because of Modern War Negro and his rants on Call of Duty back in the day. Y'all feel me? Like, I used to legit follow him for that. And I used to tune into that all the time, especially with Call of Duty Ghost. And when he did that Ghost review, I was like, damn, you know what? I like this dude. He a real one, right? How do you go from that to flat out being a yes man and a clap man, like literally in the background, just clapping up stuff that you know damn well is wrong? How? Now, again, you might say, oh, they're friends, whatnot. I mean, sure, we all support our friends, absolutely. But, I mean, logically, come on, man. This is a network that's supposed to be putting bread on the table type of thing for y'all, right? Don't you think logically you would do what's right for the situation? But I guess not. I guess not. It don't matter, man. It really don't matter. I'm blown away by how pathetic this situation is. Shout out to Hustle and Motivate. 10 months. Bronze tier. Remember, I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you very much. That's another thing I'm going to change, too. Those tiers. Just the little icons, the names as well. A lot of rebranding for this. But, man, let me tell you, it's wild. Today has been a wild, wild week. I did not expect this to happen. I did not. And at the same time, I'm surprised they had the balls to do it. Aren't you guys? I'm surprised they had the balls to do it. I'm surprised. It took them how long? It took how many close calls? It took how many fucking red flags for them to finally pull the trigger? Usually, logically, they remove them after the first major thing that just jeopardizes the network. You know what I mean? This woman got pass after pass after pass after pass after pass. And the funny thing is, people were like, oh, how's she getting a pass? Gas said it perfectly. because they were afraid the backlash that she probably was going to throw at them if she did get fired. She's like, hey, see, you guys are supporting sexism. I got fired for sexism. But here's the thing, though. Looking at the thing now, she couldn't use that excuse. She really couldn't use that. The last post was all they needed to just get her out there. So it makes you wonder, were they waiting for just the right post? But I'm giving them too much credit at this point. I am. I mean, this is the same network that pretty much censored the audience. So if you try to leave a comment, you're instantly like removed or something like that. No, actually, no, I'm not going to rephrase that. No, they actually disabled the comments and the like, the dislike. But hey, this is a network for gamers, right? So we can't leave our feedback. Yeah, I don't think they were going to do anything good for this at all. The completionist looked uncomfortable. Hey. Step 1, give money. Step 2, repeat. Exactly. Exactly. That was the social stick. The last post had to be her last. I hope so. Listen, you would think so, but at the same time, I would not be surprised if it wasn't. And they just did it for the sake of doing it because they were tired of just all the hate. But even if you are tired of all the hate you're getting, removing her now does nothing. I want y'all to be honest with me in this chat. Dead ass. I need a yes or a no in the chat. Are you going to watch G4TV now that she's gone? Don't worry, I'll wait. Go ahead, put it in the chat. Yes or no? Are you going to watch G4TV now that her gone? Kamikaze. It took G4 9 months to get rid of. Yo, it did. Come on. We adults here. Are we going to watch G4TV? I just cut her losses. They already burned it down. Now not. Y'all crazy in the chat, boy. Listen, I already knew we were going. Listen, the damage is done. The damage is done. So if dudes are looking at her getting, like, if G4 sees this as a gotcha moment, see, we got y'all. Y'all thought we were going to get rid of her? No, you got yourself. Ain't nobody watching that network. And by the way, what do you have on that network that's so good? Satire? Who remembers the badass satire they did back in the day at G4? Y'all remember when, I remember this too, like it was night and day, but Metal Gear Solid Guns of the Patriots. Y'all remember when Metal Gear Solid Guns of the Patriots was rumored to be going to Xbox at the beginning? And then they had to clarify at X-Play. And like fucking Morgan Webb dressed up as like, I think she dressed up as Raiden. Like, and they had like a fight for the console or something like that. Like, come on, bro. Where is the wild stuff? There is nothing good on this network that screams, yes, I want to be a part of it. There's nothing like that. None. There's none. It's pathetic. It's a pathetic network with a bunch of pandering. Anyway, moving on. Find it wild. Said to hell no. I see you. You don't remember that? You don't remember? It was God. It was during one of the shows. It was like rumored. It was like a big rumor going around or something like that. That Metal Gear Solid was going to go to the Xbox. Back when Morgan Webb and Adam Sessler did it. And they clarified that it wasn't. And they literally did it like with scrolling text, like little side text, like you see up top my name. They had like those scrolling text says, no, Metal Gear Solid will not go to Xbox. It will be PlayStation and school. It was funny as hell. They did all this stuff. Hell, even the Saw games. I remember when it was October, they had the Saw like traps for video games, like the VR helmet. Like they did a lot of crazy stuff. I don't see nothing like this in this new version of G4. This new version of G4 is just cringe. It's trash. Pointless. Not worth my attention. You know what I mean? Not worth your attention. But hey, if you like that type of stuff, go watch it. Enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy it. Enjoy it to the T. I'm not going to sit here and act like, yo, this is the best thing ever, because it ain't the best thing ever. It's one of the worst networks I've ever seen. And I'm on it right now, too. G4TV. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and look at G4TV. That's a good idea. Hold on. Ironically, when I enter G4TV, the first thing that comes up is Frosk rant. Oh, I'm sorry. No, the first thing that comes up for Frosk is her getting fired. Hey, we're live. Shout out to you guys. So G4TV, 132,000 subscribers, averaging 4, 5, 3,000. Like, come on, man. There is nothing saving this network. I don't. The damage has been done. Tackling the show. Guess how many viewers Attack on the Show has right now, y'all? I'm gonna let y'all guess how many viewers this show has. If this ain't a sign of things, if this isn't a sign of the damage that's been done, I don't know what it is. Guess how many viewers they got? Don't worry, I'll wait. Go ahead. Let's check. Guess how many viewers they got? 100? Little over that. It's less than 200. And mind you, this is a network that has 133 or 132,000 subscribers. My channel has 10,000, and I have 104 of you guys in the chat. They have 160 something people watching right now. Let me double check. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. It went up. It's at 200. But still, that is extremely low for a network of that size. You would think 700,000, right? No, this ain't the safe haven for gamers. I'm sorry. And this is for Attack on the Vibe Chat. What the hell is that? I don't know what the hell that is. Marshmallow Challenge unboxing. Your gifts and more. Hey, man. More power to him. More power to him. The damage has been done, and I don't see anything changing this. And as far as where G4 lies, as far as where G4 goes from here, I really don't give a shit. They show their true colors. They show that they're not for us. This is not a network. You claim that you're against sexualizing women. You claim that you're against women being looked at as sexual objects, but then you bring Amarath on the show and a damn hot tub stream. Yeah, I forgot about that, did y'all? Because I didn't forget about that. That's another thing I forgot to mention, though. After that rant with Frosk about women being sexualized, being mistreated, and all this junk, they brought Amarath in there for the sole purpose of getting in a damn hot tub and do that hot tub stream. Again. Amazing, right? How tone deaf and how dumb can you be? Who on that team thought that was a bright idea? Who on that team thought that was going to work for this network? Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Crazy. Listen, Cage would show up when she missed the rant. I went off, woman. I went off. What's up? But that's wild to me. This is supposed to be for women. This is supposed to be, they're supposed to be against, sexualizing women. And they doing that in record time. Yikes. 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 Oh, man. Oh, God, TikTok. You lost me as soon as you said TikTok. Anyway. Aside from that, an insider, man. Something that rare has happened. Like, something that's rare in this case. A damn insider gets exposed live on Twitter by Jason Schreier. I'm blown away that happened. How the hell that happened? Dude, I'm telling you, this has been like the most eventful week I've ever seen. So much stuff. Might dedicate a video to that, or might cover that on RGT. I don't know. But honestly, dog, it's a lot to take in. I'm blown away by how bad things have gotten, especially with the G4 thing. I know you guys, or not G4, but the Grand Theft Auto thing. I know you guys were probably asking me up to my video. I took it down because I didn't get a flag. I didn't get a strike or nothing like that, but I did get like a few messages. They were telling me, hey, yeah, listen, you're about to start doing this, so you might want to. So, yeah, I took that down. But, yeah, if you guys are covering anything related to the Grand Theft Auto leaks, like if you're showing screenshots or just videos, even if you show one screenshot, you're liable to probably get a strike. So I would probably, I would probably take it down just to be safe. I agree, Big Cloud. A lot of random wild ass news, bro. It's crazy. This is like the most insanely eventful week I've ever seen in gaming. My mind's still processing it. Like, wow. I'm thinking, okay, that's a cool bit of news for this week. Sean Layton's going to Tencent. Right? Okay, that's cool. Then we get this, and it's like, damn, y'all really blessing us with news this week. But still, 9 months. It took 9 months for us to get to this particular day, ladies and gentlemen. 9 months. Damn near a year for them to decide, you know what? Hey, Frost, yeah, sweetheart, listen, we corporate came down with your name, and, listen, man, we love you, but, we're going to hit you with that future endeavor. You know, we appreciate you, we love what you do, but, you know, sometimes you can't go on social media and disrespect the people who actually watch our network, you know? So, oh, who cares? They're a bunch of Sony ponies. Who cares? They're a bunch of Sony ponies. I don't care about those guys. They're Sony ponies. Well, you know, Frosk, I don't care if you think they're Sony ponies. Bottom line is they subscribe to the channel, so we need them for views, you know? So we're going to need you to clear your locker out probably tomorrow. All right, and what we'll do is we'll give you a nice courtesy basket. You know, it'll have a bunch of soaps. You know, it'll have G4 soaps, you know, knickknacks. You know, you can get some shirts. If you want, you can go in that old room right there, that old archive room. Hell, you can take Adam Sessler's old water jug. Take it and get the fuck out the office. Because how the fuck I would have said it, but you know, besides the point. I don't know, I'm being petty. But me, listen, I would have legit hit her with the damn, you're fired. I kind of wish there was somebody like Vince McMahon just for this particular scenario, just to get in her face and say, you're fired. Like, I just want to see it one time, but it is what it is, man. I really did. And the funny thing is, I don't even, like, I'm not petty, like I want somebody to lose their job type of thing, but I do believe in removing a problem. That woman has always been a problem. And she knew what she was doing, and she never actively wanted to fix the problem. Like, come on, man. Oh boy. What a year, man. What a year. What a year. We saw the death of G4 for the second time in front of us. Let's face it, ain't nobody watching that shit after her gone. Ain't nobody tuning into that shit. I'm not. I don't give a shit about it. You got a bunch of just fake insiders. And I still can't get over that, too. My man had like 100,000 subscribers or like 100,000 Twitter followers. He had a successful YouTube channel, right? This dude's getting fed information, which he signed under NDA for. And he decides to go, you know what? I'm going to see if I can get some more clout. I'm going to make an alternate account. And I'm going to start putting all this information out here on Twitter and start leaking it, become credible, and get a check mark. And only for this dude to do something so stupid like tweet at Jason Schreier, and Jason Schreier literally caught him when he was trying to switch his account and reply. And that's what happened. Then he apologized. and I guess they took him out because Ubisoft is legit. They ain't playing, though. They about to legit go for this dude's neck. Hey, man. All that clout for what? To be pissed away in T-minus 3 seconds. Pathetic. Pathetic, man. Couldn't be me. I know a lot of people get mad at me when I keep stuff close to the chest, but keep in mind, I do that not just for realistic reasons here. You know what I'm saying? There's stuff I can't talk about. You know what I mean? I can't do it. But the reason why, I don't ever want to get into that situation. No, sir. No, sir. I'll never want to be in that situation. But these dudes, man, they live for just these. You know what they do? They live by tweet. That's what they do. They live tweet by tweet. They look for those particular moments, those strategic moments, to bring those tweets out. Like, yeah, see? I did it. Oh, man. One of her damn interviews going to be me. I'm just picturing. I'm just trying to picture how this woman went into the office after putting that tweet out there, thinking it was a good idea. I'm just picturing somebody like with a Vince McMahon type of swag in the back that we never seen before, right? Running the operations, running the teleprompters and all that guys saying, "Hey, Frosk, it's weird. I come to my office. Hey, talk to you for a second. What the hell are you doing with this post? Make it look bad. It's a bad post, man. I would ask you to delete it, but you're not going to delete it, are you? Well, I mean, I shared what I did. I survived the purge. I survived the purge. I'm good. Yeah, you survived the purge. You're not going to survive this firing. I need you to get the hell out of here and clean your office. I need you to go outside right now and get out of here. Get to your car. And when you get to your car, I don't want to see you back here again, all right? We appreciate you for your service, but your future and effort. You have a good one. I'm just picturing somebody saying this shit. Oh, man. Clout is a hell of a drug. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. That's what it is. See those kinds of folks' validation joint. That's true. That's true, too. That's true. Believe it was All Stage from the Jump Reviews. What, which one, MasterDeuce? The guy with the account? Or is Frost? Oh, you must talk about the guy with the account. Yeah. That dude just wild, man. Free. He said free 6 months of Peacock for you, Frost. Oh, man, that's funny. That's funny. When it comes to HR-related issues, Comcast does not play. Yep. They don't. They don't. This one, though, whew. Hey, man. One dude's going to jail, possibly. More likely he's going to jail because he's leaking legit information. Now, the dude who leaked GTA, let's just hope that dude better hope he never get found out because holy shit, that right there, they legit, like, dog. Y'all don't understand how crazy that leak is. Like, this is up there with Last of Us. Well, okay, maybe not as well. It's up there with Last of Us, but it's kind of like it's almost there with Last of Us. Because you remember Last of Us, they not only leaked the game, right, and snippets of the game, or bits and pieces of the gameplay were going around there, especially the death scene, but also they leaked the script. So if you really wanted to know what happened with the story, you just read the script. You didn't even have to play the game. That was probably one of the all-time worst leaks, period. You know what I'm saying? So that was literally, like, that's like top 1% in terms of leaks right there because they had the script. The GTA joint, they had the source code. They were looking at stuff like, yo, maybe this game is cross-gen, which I hope to God it's not. Bro, I hope to God it's not cross-gen. But if it's a 16-year-old, then the hacker clearly is on his parents' PC, who probably works at that studio remote and probably downloaded the files and then put it out there on the internet. That's probably what happened. That's the only thing I could think of. Because there's no way a 16-year-old has like some damn basement type of setup is doing all this. I doubt that's the case. More than likely, it's one of the kids of one of the employees who's working there remote, if it is a 16-year-old. I can see that being the case. The 16-year-old's like, yeah, I'm going to become famous, y'all. I'm going to put this on Twitter. And literally just didn't think about the repercussions. So that might actually be the case. So that might be the case. Yeah, I hope it's not cross-gen. I really hope that game's not cross-gen. Because if it is cross-gen, y'all know what's going to happen, y'all. It's going to come out on PS5. It's going to come out on PS4, Xbox One, series or whatever. And then, guess what? Next year, like or with the next generation consoles, we're going to see the same game get ported over again. And then the next console, they're going to try to do it again. I'm telling you, they're going to try. They're going to try to redo what they did with GTA 5. Absolutely. Absolutely again. They're going to try it again. Says a kid from the UK, 16-year-old autistic kid. Oh, I'm telling you, bro, that kid clearly has access to his parents' laptop or workbench, or probably the parents showed them off a few things like, hey, this is how the game's going to look. It's going to look cool. And he probably was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to share this. I'm going to share this on Reddit or something like that. And he did it. It's possible. Kids nowadays do a lot of crazy stuff, and they have no idea of the repercussions. So I can see that being the case. But as far as it being like a database hack, not a database hack, nothing like that. It's not like something like a laptop being stolen and a dude has access to the portal. Nothing like that. That's something else. But they said that it won't impact the game in any particular way. I saw one dumb tweet. The dude said, "Hey guys, yeah, that game was in full-fledged beta, so the game's gonna look exactly like that when it drops." I'm sitting there going, if it's in source code and all this stuff, obviously it's an early alpha. You know what I mean? Close to beta, but it's an early alpha. It's not done yet. They're still programming stuff. That's why the NPCs didn't move. Hence why the character models were still being, polished up or refined in terms of their models. This time around, you do see a next gen leap too with the game too, because beforehand, remember how NPCs all were the same height, especially the women and the males? No, you have alternate heights here. They legit went all out with the NPCs, and it shows in the actual place. So they did a lot of crazy stuff there. And they were showing off snippets of the robbery system. Like, you going into a store and holding them up at gunpoint, and them going, okay, and them taking the money out, putting it on the counter, you grabbing and putting it in your back pocket. That type of stuff. That stuff is not done yet. It's still being, worked on, finished. They still working on the getaways and all that stuff. It's not done yet. But you are good. I do see some assets being reused, but again, what do you expect? It's GTA. GTA 5 was perfect in terms of gameplay. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody complained about anything gameplay related with GTA 5. So it makes sense. If it's not broke, why fix it type of thing, where you take similar assets from GTA 5 and you move that to 6 and you use that and you refine it with new improvements with the new tech, SSD tech, SSD, loading fast and all that stuff. It makes sense to do that. So that's why it's like, I don't see where the point or the argument would be or the anger would be towards the game if that was the way they go about it. It actually makes a lot of sense. Shout out to Mr. Brown Liquor for the follow. Appreciate you. But that's what I see. I don't see anything else. As far as the story is concerned, that's probably the only thing I'm worried about, because I remember the original writer of the game is gone. So it's going to be like a whole new bag for them and how they're going to go about it. But who knows? Maybe it blows us away. Maybe it doesn't blow us away. We'll see. That story is going to have to be the thing that ties it together. Gameplay, for what I'm looking at, is going to be fine. And was it Dan Houser? I think it's Dan Houser. Yeah, Dan Houser is not there. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do it. As far as like my original fears for the game, I remember when I was like, they said they were abandoning the frat boy mindset. And more likely, they're going to tone stuff down. From what I'm seeing, they didn't tone anything down. They toned the character down in terms of what she was wearing in the beta or the alpha for sure. But I did start seeing other clips of like her wearing different stuff. So obviously you can alter her appearance. But again, I'm talking about based on what they're showing and not what you could do. But obviously that makes no sense. That's obviously the case. You can make her any way you want. So there's that. It looks good again for all the other reasons. As far as I'm concerned, though, it could very well be worth the wait. But let's see here. Sorry about that. I'm looking at my emails here. All right, cool. So I didn't get no message. But yeah, GTA looks pretty good for the most part. I have no fear for it whatsoever. I don't think you guys should either. If you do have any fears for it, what you get? Like, go ahead, comment below. Let's talk about it, because I don't really think we have anything to worry about, anything GTA related. At least not yet. At least not yet. All right, so that's there. Log out. All right, back to the chat. I was very impressed with what I saw. Yeah, it was really good. I'll wait for the review. The original GTA team as a whole is gone. Oh, is it? No, well, for what it is, then it looked good. It looks good for a old ass build. Just hoping they drop these last count. Yeah, more than likely though, they probably won't if that leak was true. If that information ends up being the true. So, it'd be. Shout out to Mass. See you later, Mass. I can share a story down. Yeah, that's true. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do, story related. But yeah, this whole thing is just so much happening, dog. So much happening. If somebody would have told me GTA of all games is gonna get leaked, I would have been like, "You're a fraud." You know what I mean? Like, there's no way Rockstar would never let something so crazy like that happen. Then it happened. It's like, wow, it really happened. And then you got this news for Frosk, man. This is Ooh, make sure you tune in Friday, man. We're gonna have a lot to say. Tune in Friday. I was gonna show this. I don't think does he have the final? I mean, he has so many looks done for us, but hold on here. Gotta bring it back up on my screen. Okay. I think I saved it on my PC. Just when I did. Yeah, I did. Actually. Obviously, it's not done yet. Or it's not the finished product. But we have, damn, wish I had a bigger version of this I can show you guys for it. How it's going to look in the end. But we got everything else being done as we speak. So, how big is the screen? Yeah, no. I'm going to save it. We're not ready yet to show it. Oh, well. We'll get there when it's ready. But, yeah, no, it's wild to me. People just gotta wait and watch reviews or go by it when it comes out. True. He said, I'll give you a quote my relatives keep telling me. What hasn't happened in 20 years could happen in one day. Damn, that's true. That is absolutely true. The Pixar Red Dead remake looks fantastic. After the remake of GTA San Andreas, I kind of didn't trust them with anything remake related, to be honest. After it, I didn't trust them to really do that game justice like they would supposed to. But it looked okay. It looked alright. I'm not gonna be petty. It looked alright. I personally I'm not gonna sit here and say I have like my faith, you know what I mean, crazy restored, and I was like super hyped for it because I wasn't at all. But that was that. Let me see. That's short and wild, man. Man, it's a wild ass day. Oh, Lord. All right. Fuck it. So I done got it out of my system, y'all. I already spoke my mind. Fuck it. Even though I'm already pissed at this guy because of what he's doing to promotion as well, you already know I gotta say it. I know I gotta say it before we end this stream. First of all, shout out to everybody. Oh, I did see the 40 series cards. Very underwhelming for what they're doing here. Very underwhelming. I'm definitely not upgrading. I mean, granted, I wasn't upgraded to begin with. If anything, I'll just get a 3090 because I have a 3070 in my PC right now. So, yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm good from what I saw. Not really a great event. And it makes sense now that EVGA left them. Now you guys found out in one conference why EVGA left. So I don't know what's going to happen in terms of graphics cards going forward. But the 40 series, yeah, they can kick rocks. I'm not interested in a 40 series at all. It's not worth it whatsoever. Oh, you can model. Yeah, you can. But, you know, I'm not interested in the new 40 series cards. If anything, I'll probably just get a 3090 and call it a day. Funny thing is, though, my 3070 is amazing. I haven't had an issue with my 3070, but again, that's the cool thing about it. You know, you can always get a 3090. I got plenty of room there to improve if I wanted to. I'm happy with my build, though. I probably would change my CPU down the road if I really, really wanted to be all out, but I can't. I don't really see the real reason to change it right now. So there's that. Hey, Cash, you want to come through? You want to talk about the Frosk joint? You got something you want to get off your chest before I close this now? Let me see. Let's get a woman's perspective on the whole situation. Well, the upgrade. That's the first thing I tried to get was a 38. I couldn't do it. You said, Cloud, when you gonna play Modern Warfare? You said, Cloud, when you gonna play Modern Warfare 2019 campaign? I'm playing the beta. Oh, you talking about 2019? I didn't really plan on playing Modern Warfare 2019. The beta for Modern Warfare 2. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Like, y'all know how Call of Duty has the honeymoon phase? I think that's what we call it, right? The honeymoon phase, where you play it for the first couple of days. You're like, damn, this shit's cool because it's all brand new and shiny. Guns sound great, right? Guns sound great. And you're just now getting used to the maps. I call that the novelty of Call of Duty. That shit wore off quick for your boy after playing that game with, okay. So I played this game by myself a few times. Obviously the beta, multiple games by myself just to see how I would do. Because let's face it, not every day is guaranteed you're gonna be playing with the homies, right? You're gonna be playing by yourself to rank up at times. So I'm playing this. I'm trying to see, just trying to get more of an idea how it is. I kind of do like how they did the weapons in this, where you can like change the behavior of the gun by changing the receiver, and that unlocks a different tree. That's cool because it shows the customization of the weapon, and you can make it different things and then make it behave different. That's cool. But here's where they fucked up with this game. First of all, if you have a good pair of headphones, obviously these are studio monitors on my head right here. So these are real good headphones, but these are obviously not for the gaming. So obviously, I can use these for the gaming if I wanted to, right? But if you have a good pair of headphones, like so, these are the Sennheisers that you guys know and love. These right here. If you have a good pair of headphones, obviously, you got them for a reason. You want to hear footsteps, right? You want to hear footsteps. That way you can cover your flank. You know where they're coming from. You could be a little better prepared. The works, right? These geniuses thought it would be a great idea to make your teammates' footsteps, if not like louder, well, just as loud, if not louder than the enemy footsteps. So if your teammate is running up behind you, just on your damn case, on your shoulder like a damn parrot, you would think the enemy's behind you, and then you start shooting at them. And then guess what? They'll shoot at you, and then the real guy comes around the corner and fucking kills you. This happens so many goddamn time in games, it makes no sense. Dead silence is pointless in this game because it doesn't work. What's the point of dead silence in a game where dudes are literally just sitting in one corner? So that's the other thing about this too. And I can give this game flowers. Let's say this game hit all the right cylinders, right? It hit all the right cylinders. The kill streaks are good, whatnot. By the way, the chopper gun in this game, I tried it out, ass. In the beta. I didn't like it. I didn't like it in the beta. Too many hit markers. It was ass. Granted, I got it on the worst map too, but still, it was pretty ass. Going back to it, you can have all the kills. Like, they have the right kill streaks. They have the right guns, all that junk, right? The thing that will always ruin Call of Duty is the community. I'm talking dudes will always find some convenient excuse to sit in the corner. Every time. Dude's like, oh, I can't run around and kill, so I'm just going to sit here and post up and aim down the sights. The game is catered to that. If you are a rusher, if you're an OG like me, you've been playing Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 4, like when it really started to take off and you upgraded and got more and more in tune with it, right? Kind of like you would fight like a fighting game, right? If you got more and more in tune with it and you played it all the way through the Black Ops 2s to the Modern Warfare 3s, the Modern Warfare 2s, the damn the World at Wars, right? The good times of Call of Duty, then you already know what it was like back then. It was all about rushing. It was all about map knowledge. It was all about, knowing how things go, right? So the last thing you would expect after all your years of playing this game is to see the return of stuff like fucking Last Stand. Why is Last Stand in this fucking game? That's right. They brought Last Stand back. And guess what? It works just like a death streak in Modern Warfare 3. Y'all remember in Modern Warfare 3, you go down and then all you gotta do, you got your rifle, obviously, you go back, you can just camp in a corner, wait for your body to heal, and guess what? You're back on your feet and you're going back at it, and your kill streak isn't reset. That is how fucking stupid they are for this game right now. Pathetic. When I saw this, I immediately laughed my ass off. I was like, bro, imagine if I got on a plane to go see this goddamn reveal. Imagine if I bought this shit. Niggas actually bought this shit. Listen, gonna be me. Then you got grown ass man on the damn mics. Like, yeah, this shit's amazing, man. Y'all dudes camp, y'all trash. I'm like, bro, you sound like you're fucking 50. You're crying over this fucking game? I can't, bro. I can't. I can never see myself taking Call of Duty serious ever again. You know, I don't know what it is. Maybe I've been away for so long, so the novelty is just harder to grab me again. Because back then it was like a drug. It was like I needed Call of Duty, right? What's up, Dreadpool? But I can't see myself ever going back to that game ever again. And shout out to Lobo. Lobo gifted it to me on Steam, so I do have the game. So I'll probably play the full game. Guess what, though? I'm going to play that game as much as Rev played Elden Ring. I'll probably play a few sets. I'll have my rage moment, and then I'll uninstall it, and I'll thank Lobo. Obviously, I thank him again, but still, I won't be playing that. I'll probably play the single player. The single player might be good, but I don't see myself playing Modern Warfare 2. I don't see it. And it's sad because the game has so much promise. It looks good. It really, really does look good. But obviously, the problems are still there. Fundamentals win championships, people. Fundamentals is what should have been the main things that was fixed, period. And a lot of people might say I'm crazy for this, but let's keep it a buck. Who remembers Cranked? Y'all remember Cranked in Call of Duty Ghosts where you had to move, otherwise there's like a timer that ticks and you blow up if you don't move? Who remembers that game mode? Why not make that be the catalyst for the whole game? Make you move. Some people might say that's a little extreme. I don't give a shit. Anything to end the camping. I don't give a shit. Give me the counter. I'll take the damn counter and camp or move around. The point of especially when you have skill-based matchmaking. So you mean to tell me dudes who quote-unquote are all my skill just sit in corners? Meanwhile, I'm running around putting up crazy scores with the guys? No, doesn't make sense now, does it? No, of course it doesn't, because it's not skill-based matchmaking. It's trash. Yeah, it was like I call it the camp counter, but basically it's from Call of Duty Ghosts. I thought that was good. Search and rescue. Why is it search and rescue in this game? Well, again, it probably is in the game. I didn't even look at it. But they didn't think this stuff through, man. You know, they didn't, like, Bari called this out on Twitter. Y'all know, like, when you throw a smoke grenade and, like, you see the smoke covering the map and you think it's clear to run, there's still the glitch where the enemy can see through the smoke as if hardly anything's there and kill you. Crazy, right? It's like, it's wild. They didn't fix nothing for that game. And as far as the future of it, if it does end up being, which more likely is the case, if it does end up being Xbox exclusive, I mean, at this point, the same thing can be said about G4, obviously, right? You can put it in the same conversation as G4. The damage has been done, honestly. The damage has been done. Everybody's waiting for Deviation Games. Everybody's waiting for Haven Studios. Like, really, I think the studio to look out for in terms of a Call of Duty-like game is definitely Deviation Games. I really hope they bring it with their game, because these are ex-Call of Duty developers. So I'm curious to see what these guys come up with, but I have a feeling this is going to be good, because Call of Duty's novelty has really, really fell off, and it just doesn't feel like it's for us. Granted, it's for the newer age Call of Duty fans, but here's the funny thing. I saw even the newer age Call of Duty fans calling the game trash in lobbies, hating on the game. And it's like, bro, it's justified. You know, you had dudes that were doing good, but guess what? They were doing good because they sat in the office all day. You know, they sat in the upper parts of the map with claymores set everywhere. I guarantee if I go live right now, and I literally play the way these dudes do, like I put like claymores everywhere and I sit in the corners or watch the high traffic areas, you'll see me get chopper gunners like nothing. But I don't like to play like that. I like to run around, test myself, and play games. This is why I like Rogue Company so much, even though Rogue Company doesn't have the player base, right? I like games that test me, you know? More than likely, though, I don't know. Maybe just shooters just not in. It's not for me anymore. Maybe I've just gotten to that point where I can't tolerate shooters anymore. Like, I'm not angry at it. I do get triggered when I see, and I hate using that word trigger, but I do get pissed off when I see dumb shit like kill me. Like, I kill the entire enemy team, right? And I'm thinking it's good, right? I go to reload and I see this one little weirdo just laying down there watching the hallway, letting his teammates die and just pop. Like, I hate dying and stuff like that. Or the game, like I clearly shot. Oh, by the way, they still haven't fixed this, by the way. And mind you, we have new next-gen consoles with SSDs. They still haven't fixed the fact that when you shoot somebody, you die first. They haven't shoot first, die first mentality type of thing that's going on with this game. They haven't fixed that. So there have been multiple instances where I got the first couple of hit markers way before this dude acknowledged me, and he turned around and one-shotted me multiple times. That still happens in this game. And this game has been around for how long, y'all? How long has Call of Duty been around? It's crazy how bad this game is in 2020. And I'm not saying that because I'm having bad luck with games, because I've had good luck with games. I put up kill streaks. I put up all this stuff. It's not really about that. Like, I didn't blame like, anytime I didn't put up a kill streak or whatnot, I didn't really blame, like, the netcode or whatnot. I blamed really just the map design. Because another thing that's broken with this game is spawns. Spawns are some of the worst I remember. They've actually more worse than I remember from last time I played Call of Duty. I'm talking, I get killed, I get spawned. Like, I'm thinking I'm safe, right? I'm in front of a building. Guess what? The enemy is right behind me because he just killed me around the corner and he spawned me around the corner. So he just came, he went over there, he literally shot me, and then he spawned me again in the same exact corner. It's like, dog, spawning in that game is trash. Absolutely trash. They didn't think it through. They did not think it through. It's terrible. Easily one of the worst Call of Duty experiences I've had in a long time. Is it as bad as Call of Duty Ghosts? If we're talking about visibility, yes, visibility is trash in this game. If we're talking about hidey spots, yes, it's definitely up there. One of the worst Call of Duty experiences. If we're talking about map design, yes, it's up there. One of the worst Call of Duty games. I think Call of Duty Ghosts will always be the all-time worst Call of Duty game of all time. I hated the maps. I hated every map. Hated how everything was designed. I hated how you had to legit run incognito to literally get away from heartbeats because everybody just laid in the grass with LMGs with target finders. Whew, I hated that game. That game actually broke me. A lot of people may say, so I think her name is Tina Palacios, right? Shout out to Tina Palacios. Shout out to Tina. I see you, Tina. Tina cured my obsession for Call of Duty, because let me tell you, I never wanted to play Call of Duty again after I played her version of Call of Duty. They had noob tubes and danger close. We're in 2022. We got fucking Final Stand coming back as Last Stand, and it's more OP than ever. Oh man, here's a wild part with Final Stand. You still can get hit markers on them when they're down. The point of Final Stand is supposedly for them to die in like one hit because, you know, they're dead. No, they get like hit markers, so they get additional health when they're on the ground. Who thought that was a good idea? That's Call of Duty for you. I didn't play Modern Warfare 2019, so I can't comment on the maps on that one. So I just played the zombies. Yeah, see, zombies don't even feel the same too. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I thought zombies were amazing. Okay, so think about zombies. Excuse me. Think about zombies. Call of Duty Modern. I said Modern Warfare. Call of Duty World at War is where I think that was peak zombies. You know what I mean? Had the badass soundtrack that played. It was just so much fun. You know what I mean? Then we got into Black Ops. I think it's Black Ops 2. It was Black Ops 2 that gave us the amazing soundtrack with Elena Seigman. Elena Seigman, holy shit. That's a national treasure by itself. That woman is amazing. But she brought more life to Call of Duty Zombies as a whole. And I'm blown away that they never reached back out to her it's wild. Wild to me, man. I just saw my chat. But it's wild to me that they didn't do much advertisement. So, man, it hurts, man. It hurts because I'm a big fan of Call of Duty back in the day, at least the original COD. I'm not a fan of the newer age CODs, but I've moved on from them. You know what I mean? I'm gotten older. I just don't care. I think I'm just going to do. Whoa, scared the hell out of me. But I think I'm just going to dedicate my attention to, I don't know, another field. Appreciate the subscribe, Eddie. But I think I'm just going to dedicate my attention to other fields. Like, I might just play fighters. I think I really shine better in fighters now. And honestly, I think that's where I am gonna go. Like Tekken 8 looks amazing. I love playing Tekken 7 when I can, but I'm gonna start hitting the lab, getting back into fighters, and that just might be where I go in fighting games, because I don't really see myself ever returning to Call of Duty or military shooters or that way, unless the military shooter really does define what it needs to define, and that's all, and fixes all the problems that's constant in that field. I don't see myself ever jumping into any multiplayer shooter in the military setting. I just don't see it happening, and it is what it is. It really is. So that's my take on the whole situation. And I'm going to end it here. Appreciate you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I want y'all to be safe out here. Good news all around, I guess you can say. More truth came out. More info came out. And, of course, a solution finally happened. Do me a favor. If you haven't hit that like button, go ahead and hit that like button. Appreciate it. And, of course, for my OGs, you already know what I'm about to say. Because I got to say it, because, we had to drop some heat today. Y'all ready for this one? Are y'all ready? Pipe bomb dropped.